and welcome today to the tutorial about how to check a student in. So you're going to start out first logging in, and again you're not going to see that all that I see, but you should see this check-in only bucket. Under the check-in only bucket you'll see apartments, Priory, suites check-in, and halls check-in. Apartments, Priory, and suites do have additional keys that are checked out to students, whereas the halls we do not. All areas do have mailbox keys, and listen to your hall director regarding how you're going to manage those. But to begin, we're going to do an example for an apartment Priory Suites check-in. I'm going to click there, and you're going to see that it's going to populate this screen here that I can check the student in. I'm going to ask the student for their Blue Gold card. I'm going to take it, verify they are who they are. I can type in their Blue Gold ID number, and there's the person's going to populate. Or if I don't know the Blue Gold ID number, or the student doesn't have their Blue Gold, I can check them in by first name, last name. So I could do housing 72 and then search, and it's going to show me all students with that name. I can find the one I'm looking for and click OK, and then I'm going to click Run. Then it's going to show me preferred name on the left, legal name on the right, their student ID number. It's going to tell me some information on if they went into their housing portal and updated their information. So this student did that on June 14th and provided their personal cell phone and no medical concerns. We as staff can input this information, so if it is not populated, we can enter it in. If the student is not comfortable to provide you medical concerns, you can ask them to go to their housing portal and update that later. The stuff on the right is updating Camp-S. This is their emergency contact information as stated on their Camp-S account. You can see this student has not populated that information, and we would therefore need to say, please step aside and go update this information at the kiosk over there, or at the computer lab, or on your personal device. Remember that this will not populate until an overnight run between the computer is done. So listen to your hall director on directives on if you want a screenshot, or if we're going to ask them for a phone screen when they come to check in, or how you're going to handle that situation. But this information is very important and crucial that we do provide it. Once we're ready to move to next, you'll see I'm checking the student into Chancellor's 324, and I can verify that's the correct room with the student. Here I am going to set the check-in for the Chancellor's 324. It's defaulting to today and time. However, I can change it to whatever date and time I need to, and I can use these sliders down here to put the correct date and time, and done. Then again, here's the mailbox key information. If you are not doing anything, you would make sure those are blank. And here is the room information. So we're going to populate the room key code. The room number is the same, and you can verify up here. The room key status, our options are usually it's going to be like that when you check them in, and you're going to say, yep, I checked it out to the student, and we'll use the other two at checkout. And then today's date is the day they received their key. Just a reminder to inform the student to watch for information about new online room condition reports and a wing meeting check-in. Wing meeting information located in their check-in confirmation email that they will get immediately once you click this check-in student below. Priory Suites and Chancellors, just remember to ask if they have purchased an on-campus permit, and if yes, find their permit and have them sign for it. Aspenson and Mogensen and Haymarket, if there is information preloaded below that they purchased a campus parking pass either underground or in the city ramp or W lot, etc. That information will be here, so you can find the appropriate fob to provide to them and follow your instructions. So once I'm ready to check the student in, I would click check in, and there it is. I'm successful. They checked in the student, and then I can start back over. If I needed to check the next student in, repopulate back to my start screen. If I am trying to do a hall student, for example, so I'm going to do a hall student here. Now I'm doing housing 73. Again, same information, portal information, same campus emergency contact information. Follow the procedures from your hall director. I'm going to check their fall term contract. I'm going to make sure that I default to the correct date of check-in. And it's just as a reminder again to remind them about the email that they will receive once you check them in today, and ask them if they have an R permit or any on-campus permit for that matter, and have them sign for it, and then check the student in. Same thing, the preferred name will populate and check-in successful. Go back to the hall check-in and start with the next student. Thanks.